Hello, my name is Garx82, and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 3. I am actually digging down here, and I decided to dig down right at the corner of 4 different oil zones, or fluid zones, I guess you would call them. So that is what I'm doing, and I noticed as I was digging down, all of a sudden I saw cobblestone and moss stone. So we are right next to a spawner, and I don't actually know what type of spawner that is. Is it skeleton? I think it's a skeleton spawner in there. Oh god. I'm like, don't blow up. Alright, rainbow curry, bronze, emerald. The other stuff we don't really need. Alright, let's close that up. There's other ones in there, obviously, but we'll just let them fight away while I dig down to... I keep expecting that to, like, blow open a hole in the thing. Yeah, so I'm just going to dig down to bedrock and then prospect for the fluid fields, or whatever you want to call underground fluids, or whatever they're called. Just to see if we get a better one. Although, I was thinking that... Oh, we got pixie dust. And a mana bean. Didn't see where that mana bean came from. I don't know how useful the mana beams are, actually, though. Because the left-click thing is disabled. Yeah, so I was kind of thinking... Is it easier just to use light fuel? Because it's actually like 403 liters to 600. Like, it's actually like a decent oil vein. So these are the 4 different ones. There we go. Small. Very large. These two... Oh, there it is. Found nothing of interest. Alright, so I had to continuously right-click there, so it does seem like it's a 24% chance of using durability, but it is such a small amount of durability that I am pretty happy with that. Alright, let's see what we got. We got raw oil, empty. Didn't it say we got something? It is not popping up. Well, that's making me sad. Maybe if I go in one farther. There we go. All right. So maybe not right on the thing. Maybe it was finding that one. Also, can't see. All right. So there we go. It might have been. See, okay. So we got raw oil, light oil, regular oil, but that's not. That is not that great. So maybe I'll go down here. I'm thinking at least the ones directly around the base, but to be honest, that is such a big oil field that maybe we'll just do that one and not worry about getting like the perfect amount of oil. I also did find we're in a cassiterite vein. I still haven't found the mica. That is another thing I'm going to have to sort out. But okay, let me at least do these 5, I think, around. So maybe I'll dig down. Well, it's I don't think, even if we have one over here, I don't think I'm going to go all the way over there. I don't know. Let me figure out what I want to do. All right, we are back in the base, and I'm just kind of clearing up my inventory a little bit, and we actually, while we're talking right here, I'm going to harvest this tree. I found a few veins, but to be honest, of all the veins that we found, I still think the light oil is probably the, not that, probably the best. So I went down here, did those four. Those two are empty, almost no oil, light oil. Then I went over here, light oil, nothing, oil. But this is a decent vein. Unfortunately, heavy oil is a bit more complicated to process. You really need some MV stuff, which, I mean, we could jump right into it. And then there is a big natural gas up there. If we want to go that route, we could always burn natural gas in turbines, which could be kind of cool. Maybe, because there are long distance pipes as well, and they are... Wow, there's long distance item pipes now? I feel like that's a new thing. Steel and tin. Oh, that's easy. And you get 64. So the nice thing is you just get like a ton of it. So yeah, it's a little... 3 more plates gets you double if you do it in a assembler. So there's almost no reason to do that. But if we have like a miner, which we will be sooner than later, we could just pipe the items back into the base, which would be really cool. Okay, so question is, what vein are we doing? Now, the very first one, the very first mining only does 1 chunk, unfortunately. What is it? Oil drilling rig or drilling plant, or what is it again? Not ore. There. I throw that up there. All right, let me get rid of some of this. Also, did I mention we got a magnet? Thanks for mentioning that. It is a really, once you get some steel and a lithium, you can get the battery. I forgot how cheap it was. I always just, for some reason, I assume like all this stuff is like really expensive. Also, let me clear that up. All right, so this, it does require MV stuff, but nothing crazy. Ooh, it does require MV assembler though. All right, so can't get it quite yet. I'm just thinking, is there like a cheaper way to do this? Now, there are oil, like that's an oil spout, and that's kind of like one of the first things you're kind of supposed to do before you get that up. I'm just kind of thinking, would that be cheaper to go grab like a tank of regular oil manually kind of thing at this point? All right, let me think about how I want to go about doing this, because if I want oil drilling rig, I'm going to need to get an MV assembler, which, I mean, yeah, it's more expensive, but I mean, really the only thing, you know what, now that we have, I think I might just push for that. Is that what I want next? I don't know. Okay, we are back. Unfortunately, I thought I was recording, and apparently I was not. So we've kind of jumped a bit forward from the last time. But I've gone ahead. We've got the advanced assembly machine, and I'm actually working on the next part of it. I can't remember if we had the chemical reactor. But we have the advanced chemical reactor now, and we are making some spaghetti wires here. This is getting crazy. I broke the wood right there, so I could access the electrolyzer on the side. We're gonna get this cleaned up relatively soon. I say that, and it'll be like 20 episodes, and it'll still be the same watch. But I want to get this blast furnace moved, kind of more out a bit. Now that we have an easy access to the redstone alloy cable, we don't have to worry about loss, so I can move that. I'll probably end up moving this. Let me grab some maple syrup while we're over here. I may end up moving that and just kind of pushing this out farther. It just gives us a bit more room, I think. Obviously, we're not going to have this little area full of multi-blocks, but I'll have to figure that out. So yeah, we got the advanced assembly machine, and you can see I am doing stuff. I completed a bunch of quests. Unfortunately, I did open them up. I didn't get much, but I did end up getting 4 pumps from a loot bag. Oh, that gives us 6 huge steel pipes. That is 72 steel. What I wanted to do that. Yeah, if I arc furnace that's 12 each. That is 72 steel right there. And I highly doubt we will be using steel pipes. We'll just be using the potent or whatever. Just kidding, because we will be using it. We need to use those. Yeah, we need to use those on things, which I'm actually going to be working towards here really quickly. But, all right. So first thing I'm doing is working towards this. And where did I'm kind of jumping all around here. There is that. Got the 9 of those. 2 of those. And that... Actually, now we have this. I don't have the plastic yet, so I can't do the other part of it. The machine hull part of it, that still we got to do manually. And I don't have it saved in the workbenches. I might, because that's actually done. I can remove that. We actually don't do the circuits with the vacuum tubes in there, or the chest. We don't do any of those in there. I should just save the recipes in there. But that I do need to make some more motors. And then some cobalt gears. Now, cobalt, we have 4. We need 16. So I better start processing this. Fortunately, I don't think we get too much. Oh, we get the arsenic, which we will need. But sulfur we don't really need. I was kind of hoping I wish it was like arsenic and alumina, but I know that's not how it works. So, all right. So we'll get that. I'm going to get the long distance pipeline as well. So this is just going to require a bunch of steel. So we can do this. Also, did I craft up the second large? I can't remember if I crafted up a second large one. But now they are relatively easy, especially now we get 4 rings from 1 ingot. What we're going to do... I'm probably going to do 128 of these. I need 18 of those. So that is... We'll save 4, and I might convert... I might just smelt... I'm going to smelt 2 to steel. If we need it again, I can always just redo it, but steel is just super helpful at this point. And then, oh, tin. Oh, we can melt down tin. Yeah. Tin is definitely something we can melt down. Yep. So that, yeah, you get double. You do add 3 extra steel, but you get double the amount. So thankfully these things are really easy to... Things are really easy to craft up in large numbers. Alright, cool. So I think I'm going to do light fuel. I'm not going to worry about heavy fuel yet. We might switch to that, but I think we'll just drop it right here on the 666. I don't know if that's ominous, but I think that's where we're going to do it, and then we will pipe the stuff back. And I think we'll just use the oil from it to power it, because we're not going to be using tons and tons of oil at first. So we could use a couple buckets to power it to pump, 32 buckets of oil, and that should last us for a little while. So, okay, let me finish crafting up the controller. We need the cobalt. We need to smelt that in our... Need to smelt that in the thing now. I'll just do the 16. I don't even know how long this takes. Right, it could be a little quicker if we had nitrogen. I don't have any nitrogen. All right, yeah, this is going to take a little while. So let me switch this back to 1. Throw that in there, and we'll come back. I got to sleep as well. All right, just got the motors that we need, and I think that is not it. I think I need 10 or something, don't we? Butter I'll just borrow here. And 2. All right, there we go. Only 20 seconds, not too bad. All right, looking good. So I've gone ahead, we got the things crafted up. Oh, I need to do... got that, I got that. I do need to do this though. That is 110. This is the input and the output at the ends. Steel. The only problem with that, the X's totally put the number over the amount, so I can't see it. 6 and 4, I think it was. Yeah. 8. Actually 8. I have gone ahead and made a gear thing. And I miss having I miss having AE at this point. We're really starting to get into some, well, it's not as manual as it was before, but it's definitely starting to get lots of parts and different machines and all sorts. All right, this can just go in here. That is also a 2. All right, so there is the oil drilling rig. I think there is a quest for it, but I don't know. Also, I thought originally when I looked at this, I thought it was... I didn't realize there was a 2. I thought I need to do this twice, so I think we're probably good with that. I'll just smelt that down into steel ingots again. There are those. And I just crafted up a bunch of super nickel. I'm kind of just putting all my parts in here. Actually, I should probably put it in that one. This is where I would craft those motors up, even though I don't really craft them up in there anymore. I do them in the assemblers. It just kind of keeps it out of my inventory. Okay, so what I'm actually thinking is that... Oh, I just realized that is not painted. Can I reach? Yeah, I don't think that one is either. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this with jump. Nope. Nope. Oh my god, I got it. I can't believe I actually got that. Okay, so the battery buffer is right up there. So I'm thinking almost we come down like that with the cabling. And then I think this will be the end. The pipeline. I think it is... I think it auto outputs. I think. There we go. It doesn't, it has no, like, interface or anything like that. But I'm thinking we'll dump the oil into a tank. I need to craft some up, but we'll have a tank there, and then some distillation, distillation. I think we'll just do... We'll do the very basic ones at first, just because I don't have a ton of power to be running these full blast. I think I need 2 of them, if I remember. 2? And then a chemical reactor in there somewhere, I think. Man, it has been a long time since I have done this manually. And then I think what we'll do is... we'll pipe it in. Actually, before I do that, let me... Where is my axe? We'll hide this underground, I think. Maybe? Yeah, I think I'll do that underground. I think. Let me just clear this so I remember where I put it. Actually, let me do this, and then I'll be able to tell on the outside. We'll do this. Well, I didn't really plan this very well, did I? Alright, there we go. Well, you know what? We'll just fall. Alright, so we'll have kind of pipes going up into the base. Now, I could also... You can put any... I'm pretty sure you can put any fluid in here. It basically just... whatever's on the output. Actually, does this have... You don't even have to chunk load in between. We're putting it pretty close to the base, which is kind of nice. Input. Output. Okay, I didn't check what it was up there, but yeah, you basically just... I think you just basically connect it, and it kind of just teleports. I don't think these have internal tanks or anything like that. Basically just teleports. Okay, and then we'll just put that on that over here. Now, I also, before we go out there, and plus it's night, so I'm not going to run out there right now, but I think we'll do combustion. To be honest, I think you can do the lower tier for the pump. It doesn't use a lot of power. Like, you put the MV energy hatch on it, but you actually... I don't think it only uses that, but we'll have to craft that up. And an MV energy hatch. So I got a little bit of stuff to work on here. But I'm thinking we'll pump oil. Oh, yeah, I don't have a laser engraver. Not surprising. But yeah, everything else we can do. I just need to do a laser engraver. All right. So we'll pump oil and then we'll feed it into the combustion generator to power the combustion generator, which powers the multi-block, I think is what I will do. But unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to do the laser engraver. Now, there is quests for all this stuff, so I'm not overly... It's not like I'm completely going through here blind, but looks like it wants... We need to do silicon. Is that... I think that's kind of... Oh, there. That's the thing. So, I'm going to have to do silicon first. Now, the last time I did silicon, we did it in the chemical reactor. I think I'm going to have to do this. I don't think LV Energy Hatches is going to work on this thing, because it does say MV+, unfortunately. Alright, well, I'm going to work on that, and we'll get that pumping next episode, I think. Hopefully. But, yeah, I think this will be cool. We kind of like pull in the oil from the multi-block into a tank, and then we will convert it down into ethylene and eventually polyethylene. And that will be our first plastic. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.